Good evening. Welcome to California Today. I'm Ling Zhang. Let's take a look at today's stories. Some California officials are encouraging residents to donate blood. The American Red Cross provides much blood donations each year, but there has been a decline for some time now. On Monday, the Los Angeles Police Department released a video that captures a 3-year-old kid being saved from choking by a CPR-trained police officer. 6 people were charged on Monday for allegedly smuggling high-powered firearms and huge quantities of ammunition to a Mexican drug cartel. They were busted during an investigation in Los Angeles.
The Justice Department is charging 6 people for allegedly participating in a scheme to smuggle weapons and ammunition to one of the world's largest, most violent and dangerous transnational criminal organizations. 4 people were arrested on January 19th during a Los Angeles strike force investigation. It targeted a domestic weapons trafficking organization that provides firearms and ammunition to the cartel Jalisco Nueva Generación, one of the largest and most violent drug cartels in Mexico. A total of 6 defendants were charged with a 23-count indictment for conspiring to violate federal export laws. Their ages range from 29 to 51 years old, mostly from California. If convicted, they can be sentenced to anywhere from 10 to 20 years in prison. The indictment alleges that a man from Whittier, California, who led the gun trafficking organization, used funds from narcotics to buy assault rifles, hundreds of thousands of rounds of ammunition, and numerous machine gun parts and accessories. Some had already been smuggled into Mexico, mostly since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. In a statement, U.S. Attorney Tracy Wilkinson said, "We will continue our efforts to dismantle drug cartels by targeting their leadership as well as their soldiers, intercepting their narcotics and ill-gotten financial gains, and prosecuting those who provide the resources that allows the cartels to engage in acts of violence." 34-year-old Rafael Magallan Castillo is a fugitive believed to be in Mexico. Authorities are asking the public to help find him.
California Border Patrol officers discovered 2 women hidden in a secret compartment under the trunk of a car attempting to cross the U.S.-Mexico border. An officer noticed a nervous-looking man driving a car and took him aside so they could inspect the vehicle. A human and drug detecting dog alerted authorities to the 2 women. Officers needed to remove covers and screws in order to help the women out. The women were Mexican citizens and did not have legal documentation to enter the U.S. They will be sent back to Mexico. The driver will face smuggling charges. 2 new cases of the new Omicron subvariant have been detected in the San Francisco Bay Area. The governor is also bringing back COVID-19 supplemental paid sick leave. Dubbed the BA.2, health officials say the new subvariant has been detected in Santa Clara County. There are at least 11 confirmed BA.2 cases in California. They say there is no evidence so far that it causes more severe symptoms. Governor Gavin Newsom also announced that they are extending supplemental paid sick leave amid the surge in COVID cases. California workers will have 2 weeks of sick leave until September 30th. It originally expired last October. The American Red Cross say they supply 40% of the nation's blood supply. The Red Cross is encouraging California residents to donate. NTD's David Lam reports.
A Red Cross chapter in California said on Tuesday morning that it will take a while for the blood supply to recover. Los Angeles County hospitals have faced depleted blood supplies amid the Omicron surge and flu season. On January 11th, the American Red Cross declared the blood crisis as the worst blood shortage in over a decade, posing a concerning risk to patient care. The Harbor UCLA Medical Center's trauma center had to stop accepting new patients for over 2 hours earlier this month due to insufficient blood supplies. A director with the LA County Emergency said a closure like that had never happened in the past 30 years in the county. LA County officials are urging residents to donate blood. Amid this crisis, doctors had to decide which patients receive blood transfusions and who will have to wait. Since March 2020, there has been a 10% decline in blood donations, and a 62% drop in college and high school blood drives was due to the pandemic. Reasons may include illness, weather-related closures, and staffing limitations. The American Red Cross is partnering with the NFL to encourage blood donations. For the remainder of this month, Anyone who donates blood will have a chance to win 2 Super Bowl tickets in Los Angeles next month. David Lamb, NTD News, California.
Soon, college-bound students seeking to take the SAT may need to swap the number 2 pencil for a laptop. The College Board announced that starting in 2024, the college entrance test would be shorter and going digital. The digital version reduces the test length from the current 3 hours to 2 hours. The College Board says the new exam uses adaptive learning to reduce the time students spend answering questions that are too easy or too hard. The digital exam will also feature shorter reading passages with only one question tied to each passage. Students will be allowed to use calculators on the entire math section, and the scores will be received in days instead of weeks. The test will still measure the knowledge and skills students learned in high school and will still be scored on a 1,600-point scale. The SAT will be delivered digitally internationally beginning in 2023 and in the U.S. in 2024. On Monday, LAPD released the body cam footage of an officer rescuing a choking toddler last night. Though the footage may be disturbing to some viewers, the girl was sent to the hospital in stable condition.
I don't know what's wrong, officer, please! Over here. Please, I don't know what's wrong! I don't know what's wrong, officer, please!
Police body cam footage capture the dramatic moments of an officer resuscitating a choking child.
First of all, when he approached me with her, the color was really pale. She wasn't reacting or any way. She was just slumped over his arms.
On the evening of January 19th, in Los Angeles, a father rushed towards an officer with his unconscious daughter in his hands.
Something came out.
The LAPD sergeant called for backup and found something in the girl's throat, causing her to choke. He performed a finger sweep and back thrust, dislodging the object.
All of LAPD personnel is given or provided with first aid training, and there's, I believe, biannual or every 2 years we have a training update for first aid. And it's an extensive course, but we're able to help out because we are first responders. It is time consuming, but I believe that the training that the LAPD provided definitely helped in this case.
Something came out.
The girl was awake within moments. LAPD said the fire department took the child to Children's Hospital Los Angeles, where she was treated by medical staff and listed in stable condition.
Now to NTD's Thomas Christian for an update on sports.
I'm Thomas Christian, giving you the California Today Sports Roundup. The San Francisco 49ers and the LA Rams will face each other at SoFi Stadium for the NFC Championship title this Sunday. For the Rams, they almost blew their chance to get here, going up 27-3 in the third quarter on Tom Brady's Buccaneers before allowing them to eke back into the game. With just 42 seconds left on the clock, the score was tied at 27-27. Then, LA marched down the field for a game-winning field goal by Matt Gay. LA quarterback Matthew Stafford completed 28 of his 38 passing attempts for 366 yards and 2 touchdowns, with no interceptions. He carried LA's offense past the Buccaneers with major help from receiver Cooper Kupp, who grabbed 9 of his 11 targets for 183 yards. Tom Brady completed 30 of his 54 passing attempts, totaling 329 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Rams 30, Bucks 27. The 49ers won in a similar nail-biting fashion, beating the Green Bay Packers in one of Lambeau Field's famous cold-weather January games. At one point in the contest, the Niners' offense was averaging negative yardage, but it was their stout defense on Aaron Rodgers and his favorite target, wideout Davante Adams, that helped them stay in the game. Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead both recorded 2 sacks and kept Green Bay off the field for multiple 3-and-outs. It was special teams that saved the day for San Francisco. However, with 4:50 left in the fourth quarter, Jordan Willis blocked a Green Bay punt that was returned for a touchdown by Talanoa Hufanga to even the score at 10-10. San Francisco then kicked a game-winning field goal as time Lakers star Anthony Davis is listed as probable to play today after a 17-game absence, Dan Woke of the Los Angeles Times reports. The veteran forward has been out with an MCL sprain since December 19th. Davis poses to help the struggling Lakers, who are just 4-6 in their past 10 games. Starting the season with title aspirations, the team's fit around LeBron James has been compromised by newcomer Russell Westbrook, also a ball-dominant point guard who, like James, needs the ball in his hands to maximize his impact. This meant a heavy burden rested in Davis for the team to succeed. Anthony Davis thrives in an off-ball role, cutting to the basket for dunks or layups. He is also a skilled shooter and one of the few 6'10 players that can knock down a three-pointer. Anthony Davis has struggled in the limited number of games he was available for this season. The Lakers will need him to bring his A game to help turn this season around. As always, I'm Thomas Christian, and thanks for tuning in.
And that's all for tonight. You can join us again on California Today every weekday at 8 p.m. If you have any news tips or ideas for our show, feel free to let us know. You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Ling Zhang. Have a wonderful evening.